Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
Well, I gotta tell you, I'm looking at a website right now. It's just amazing, and there's so many different spiritual, metaphysical tools, if you will, on there, and lots of jewelry, bracelets, necklace, earrings. And she is QueenJordii's, and she's got the gems. She's a model. She's also an Air Force veteran, and QueenJordii's joins us. How are you doing today?
Hi, good morning. I'm doing good. Thanks for having me.
It's great to have you with us. And by the way, as an Air Force veteran, we thank you for your service.
Thank you so much for your support.
Love it. Love you being here because you've got so many. I'll just tell you straight out, I started on a recent journey about 6 months or so ago and started learning about even gemstones and didn't really get it. I'm going to tell you, I never knew the, being honest, like I didn't know the power that they harness. I thought, well, they're nice and that's why people carry them and they're pretty to put on a counter and everything. Then I started looking deeper into it. And then I realized what they're all about and why people carry gemstones, whether it's in your pocket or by your bedside. You're an expert. You sell so many different types. QueenJordii's, if you had three in your pocket right now, what are your three go-tos?
Definitely rose quartz, because that's for the heart chakra. And, I don't feel like we have enough love around, so rose quartz is really good for, like, love, friendship, just opening your heart. My second favorite, or maybe that's my first favorite, would be amethyst, because that one is my birthstone. And amethyst is really good for spiritual transformation, and it resonates with me. So amethyst would be my second favorite, and probably clear quartz would be my third. And quartz is super universal. It's able to charge other gemstones. Quartz is used for a lot of things, including like watches and technology that we have no idea that gemstones are even used for. But yeah.
Interesting. And with those clear quartz, people tell me that you can repurpose them with your intention. Like if you put an intention on, let's say you're holding a clear quartz, and my intention is I want this to be my prosperity gem, and I've set my intention that can potentially work for you. Have you ever heard that?
Yes, and that is so correct. So with all the gemstones, even the ones that are specifically for certain things, you're able to just program your gemstone with whatever your needs are. You're able to just set your own intentions, and then that's what will happen for you, whatever you wanted the gemstones to do for you. But with clear quartz, because that's a universal gemstone, it's actually known as the master healer because it's that good. Probably that's the reason why a lot of people, you'll hear about you can use the clear quartz to set your intentions because it's good for everything.
And
you're right.
When it comes to those crystals and those gemstones, are you supposed to clean the energy from them? This is the stuff I'm not really sure. Like I've heard when you buy them, you should make sure you have fresh energy with them. Tell me about that. What do you know? Because I don't know a lot.
So it depends on the person, and it depends on where you're actually buying your gemstones. For me, when packaging my orders, I make sure to always cleanse my gemstones, and I set the intentions for all my gems. That's what I call my customers. I set the intentions for all my gems to receive exactly what they wish to from the gemstone. But apart from that, though, I would definitely suggest that when you get your new gemstones, you can cleanse it with sage, or you could just have it outside in the sunlight, as long as you make sure that that gemstone is safe to be in the sun, because not all of them are. Or you could cleanse it in some salt water if that gemstone is also safe to be in the water, because they don't all have the same properties. So different rules apply to different gemstones. But you could also cleanse them with a selenite plate, Or you could use clear quartz to cleanse all other gemstones, so that's an option too. Some people like to cleanse it in like the moonlight, but I'm more of a sunlight type of person. But it depends. It depends.
Yeah.
But cleansing is definitely recommended.
I've heard
Especially
that.
if you feel called to.
But when you put things in the sun, it cleanses, replenishes, and I heard some people even last night with the lunar eclipse that they were putting their gems out in the moonlight.
Yes.
By the way, I being on your website, I just realized that you're from the island of Jamaica, so I should have said at the beginning, Wagwan.
Oh my God.
And for everybody that doesn't know, Wagwan is what's going on? What's going on?
Yes.
Yeah. Super
I
cool.
love it.
Yeah, I love Jamaica. I really do. It's a couple of years ago I was here. I've had the pleasure of many times broadcasting live from Jamaica. So yeah, all good. Tell us about some of the other stuff that you sell on your website, because you have, quite a collection of many, aside from the gemstones. I mean, maybe we should talk about the jewelry, because you have all different types of jewelry as well.
Yes, and actually, QueenJordii's gems started with just jewelry. It started with just a few pieces. I started my business like right after I got out of the Air Force, and I used to make jewelry as a child, so I just picked it up again, but as a business this time. And my jewelry, so I'm a very creative person. So a lot of the pieces that I make, I'll never make another one like it. And I incorporate like copper a lot in my jewelry, like copper. I use crystals, and I'm able to make specific jewelry for your specific needs. So whatever gemstones are going to help you, I'm able to like incorporate that in your jewelry.
Interesting. That's super cool. So somebody could reach out to you, go to your website, QueenJordii'sGems.com, and they could say, okay, listen, I'm looking for this. Can you make let's say an energy bracelet using these different types of gems? You could custom design something?
Yes, I do a lot of custom orders actually.
Wow.
For sure.
And
I've also done, excuse me.
Oh, I just want to tell you, I'm like loving the prices too. Like very, very affordable, very reasonable.
Thank you. Yes, I try to have like different price ranges so that even if you could only afford like a ring, if you needed a specific crystal and you want to wear it, but you don't want to purchase a lot of jewelry, because not everybody is a jewelry person. So a lot just choose to go with like a specific ring, and they last forever too, so you can't lose at all.
And how about some of the other healing things that you have on your website? So you have singing bowls, you have so many different things, along with the gemstones, a dream catcher, incense holder. Talk about some of those, because they're really the wall hangings.
Yeah, so I have a metaphysical tools supply store that's also attached to QueenJordii's Gems, and I make my own self-love tea, anxiety teas. We have evil eye hangings, which are known to like protect you just from negative intentions. We have abalone shells, yoni eggs. A lot of women are into yoni eggs now. And I have incense cones. But the thing with QueenJordii's Gems is, with our metaphysical tool side of it, our products change all the time. So whenever something new comes out or something cool I think my gems would like to try, I'll make sure that I source it for them. So my metaphysical tools are always changing. But I have a lot of singing bowls, candles, and I've collabed with other brands. Like, one is Unapologetic Yoga, so I have a lot of yoga stuff on my website. I've collaborated with Quesadilla Nails, and with her, she does like spiritual press-on nails for me. She made a line that's only available on my website. So it's quite a lot of stuff on there.
I was just looking at let me see, there it is. Yeah, the nails are amazing. So is that a crystal on your nail? Like what, there's a picture of your nails. I'm going to try and describe it. It's sort of like your nails are like a, almost like a rose quartz, but then in the middle of one of the nails, it looks like there's some kind of gem or something, but it's really, really nice. Very pretty.
Thank you. So that was made by Quesadilla Nails, and that was inspired by my brand. However, on that nail, that's not a real crystal. That's just like inspiration.
It's really cool.
You could add the real crystal by choice.
Could you ever do that? I'm just thinking about that from the creative side of it. If you sliced it really thin, that it could be glued onto a nail and then set in there. How cool would that be?
Definitely. So that's definitely possible, especially because we have like a lot of tiny chips that you're able to use. But I know that Casey from Quesadilla Nails, she's also like done nails with real crystals on them as well. So you have the option for sure.
Yeah, because you might be carrying it in your pocket. Why not just have it on your nails and you don't have to worry about, forgetting it, losing it, and it's pretty. It looks nice.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, you really have a lot of great stuff on your website. What are, I think I know what it is, but waist beads.
So waist beads, that's a very, very popular one, especially now that the summer is coming. So waist beads, definitely. I do a lot of custom waist beads. And once again, my gems are able to, they can just reach out to me, let me know their waist measurement, and then I'm able to like customize waist beads that are specifically for their waist measurement, and I'm able to use like the gemstones that are specifically for the needs that they have. So a lot of women have like, whether it's like fertility issues or like, menstruation issues or whatever, anxiety, depression. And the waist beads, I'm not sure if you're familiar with what they are, but they're known for like being an African tradition and like the rites of passage. Girls or women would wear those and, just feel sexy, feel themselves, feel amazing. It's also used as a tool for like just to control your weight or just to be able to know when your weight is fluctuating. So when your waist beads get too tight, you're eating too much, you know that, okay, maybe I should stop now. Or, it definitely helps me because I'm a model, so I always wear waist beads. So whenever my waist beads start getting too tight, I know, maybe
yeah. Well,
I should call it.
They are very pretty and very summery. And I'm just going to say for the right person, because not everybody can wear them. Like if, me personally, if I was a woman with my body shape at the moment, I wouldn't be wearing them.
No, they're for everyone. So that's the thing. Waist beads are for everyone of all body shapes and sizes because we're all beautiful. And I make waist beads for everybody. I'm all inclusive.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. You have a larger area to work with than instead of a ring or a bracelet. So, that being said, there's a lot of custom stuff that you can do if if somebody wanted to get something done in terms of waist beads.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. We have a question we're going to get to. We're going to take a really short break. I want you to tell everybody, Jordie, your website. Where do they find you?
You can find me at www.QueenJordii'sGems.com or on Instagram at QueenJordii'sGems, and that's with 2 I's.
Awesome. Okay, we're going to take a short break. I got questions for you. We're coming right back. Hang on.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. Dashboard light problems? We can help. Our free Fix Finder service can read your check engine light, ABS light, and service indicator light. and give you possible solutions verified by licensed technicians. You'll even get detailed results sent straight to your email so you have them when you need it most. It's the most complete free warning light report backed by technician verified fixes. The free Fix Finder service, only at AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
More details at AutoZone.com.
Hi, I'm Randy, and this is Dave.
We're the founders of Bombas, the most comfortable socks in the history of feet.
So comfortable, we sold and donated millions of pairs.
To sell and donate a lot of socks, we became obsessed with comfort.
We reinvented the sock from the ground up, adding comfort innovations along the way.
It worked. People tried them, loved them, told their friends about them,
helping us sell and donate millions of pairs.
Try them now at bombas.com/comfy and get 20% off your first order. That's BOMBAS.com/comfy.
With no fees or minimums on checking and savings accounts, banking with Capital One is like the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Kind of like choosing Charles Barkley in a pickup game.
We'll take Barkley.
Ha! First pick. Sorry, kids.
Yep, even easier than that. And with our top-rated app, you can bank anytime, anywhere, making Capital One an even easier decision.
Okay, here's the plan. Pass me the ball every time.
This is banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
New consumer accounts only. Approval required. Terms apply. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
Celebrating Bubby's 70th birthday. 7 months after her birthday. Saying I don't to more postponements, and I do to each other. That life-changing vacation, just a little later in life, and the taste of some home cooking that's been simmering for months.
Sorry, I think this one's mine. Oh, my bad.
For all the things that you've been looking forward to getting back to, we've got a plane for that. Visit JetBlue.com for everyday low fares.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
Queen Jordie is hanging with us, and she's from QueenJordii'sGems.com. So many different types of jewelry, metaphysical tools, and we're talking about bracelets, necklaces, and earrings. And we're getting questions. If you want to reach out to us, you can always do that at instantfeedbacksteve@gmail.com. This one is from Shell, who checks in from Clearwater, Florida, and she says, I ended a long-term relationship and I'm ready to meet somebody new. What type of gemstone or crystal should I carry to make that happen?
Ooh, hi, Shell. Wow, I'll definitely recommend rose quartz and rhodochrosite for you.
Rhodochrosite. I'm not sure what that looks like. Describe that.
So that's pink, and it has freckles of black in it, and it's on my website. It should be. Rhodonite is also a good heart chakra gemstone. And what all these three does, it opens your heart. So whatever blockages you have that's, preventing love from entering, these gemstones help to just open your heart for all possibilities, and just stay positive and expect the best.
And do they do that? Do you find that, with even just the rose quartz, or say the other one, because I want to search that on your website?
Rhodochrosite or rhodonite too.
And do you feel a lot of positivity from those gemstones?
Definitely. And I feel like those are the most popular ones as well, because we all want to attract love and friendship, Definitely. Those are the most popular. I know when I'm making waist beads, those are the most requested ones.
Tell me about your tea time collection.
Ooh, so I'm all out of the anxiety tea now. That one was well requested. I guess we're all anxious.
Let me tell you something. Yes, you've nailed it. And you know what? We should just center on that for a while, because the level of anxiety from people nowadays, I'm like, everybody I talk to has some level of, just about everybody has some kind of anxiety, whether they're taking meds for it or what. And maybe, to help with that, they could be carrying gemstones. And so you make a tea for anti-anxiety?
Yes, I have a tea for anti-anxiety, and all these herbs are known to help with anxiety. So, not everyone wants to go the medical route, but I would still suggest, obviously, to ask your physician before you start taking any type of new herbs But for others like myself, I was raised in Jamaica. I was living there till I was 18. So I'm all about the herbs. And I know that with herbs, like it could really, really, really help you and change your life. And it's not as invasive. It's healthier for you. So, I'm all about my herbs. So with this anxiety tea, I've heard a lot of good feedback from it. Like a lot of people said that, they felt very calm afterwards and, they had a great day afterwards. So whether it's the tea or the gemstones or just mindfulness,
I love that. And by the way, Jordie, I met somebody recently who got into sea moss, and sea moss comes from Jamaica.
Yes, that's another good one. It's so good for you.
Yeah, but the reason I even bring that up is you lived on that island. You grew up there. You were born there. And there's a lot of natural herbs and remedies that have been passed on literally for centuries that work. And, in other cultures, we're unaware of it. It's not on our radar. We're used to going to CVS and, Walgreens and picking up something. So, yeah, there's something to be said about that. And, it's people like you that are opening our eyes to it. What is the Self-Love at Me Time organic tea?
Okay, so I am all about self-care. Because I know for a fact that that's helped me a lot with my personal anxiety, just doing the little things to take care of yourself, to feel good about yourself. So I introduced the self-care at Me Time tea as just a part of your self-care and your self-love routine. So whatever day you're taking care of yourself, whether it's painting your nails or taking a bath or, just getting out of bed for some people, this tea, it has so this one herb we use a lot in Jamaica. So we call it sorrel, but in America, we call it hibiscus. But that one, I don't know if you ever heard about that.
All right, so I have questions. Hold on one sec. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but now you got me. I love the hibiscus flower. I just saw one yesterday, and I used to fill up my backyard with them. Of course, we're in the Northeast; they don't grow here. There are some that grow every year, but it's not the same tropical hibiscus. But my question is, when it's in something like your tea, is it the actual hibiscus that we're thinking of?
So I'm not sure what hibiscus you're thinking of, but mine is known in Jamaica as sorrel, Sorrel. I hope it's not two L's on it, but we usually drink it at Christmas time as a part of our culture. But it's also really, really good for you.
So I just looked it up online, Sorrel, perennial plant. Interesting because there are pictures of it, but it doesn't look like the traditional hibiscus, like, the flowering plant that I'm talking about. It doesn't look like that. So it's not the same thing, I guess.
I've wondered that, but I'm like, how does our hibiscus, because I've seen the Jamaican sorrel as a plant, and it definitely doesn't look like the flower hibiscus.
Yeah. Yeah, but why do they call it hibiscus if it's not?
I could be asking Americans that.
Well, I don't know, but now, I've learned something here because all this time, I'm thinking, oh, well, let me just reach over to that hibiscus plant with those beautiful, orangey or yellow or pink flowers and eat it. But it could be harmful because it's not really hibiscus. That's sorrel.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that one's edible, the American hibiscus, but yeah, the Jamaican one, so it's really, really, really good for you.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I see it everywhere. Like I just had a it was some type of like an energy drink, and it had that in it. You know, it was not a straight out energy drink, but it had cool flavors in it. But all right, so now we learned something. It's different. Yeah, it's not. It's funny in different cultures. You know what we call things.
Yes, a lot of the stuff we have a different name for it in Jamaica than here.
Yeah, and by the way,
like pomegranate.
Say it again.
We call it. Do you know pomegranate?
Okay, so pomegranate is a. I don't really know if it's a vegetable or if it's a flower, but
so it's like a fruit.
Yeah. Okay.
So
thank you. Fruit.
It's a fruit. But I just brought that up to say, like in Jamaica, we call it panganut.
Wow. Well,
yeah.
At least we are. I think we're all talking about the same thing, a pomegranate, which is a fruit where the hibiscus is completely different from what you're talking about and what I'm thinking about. And by the way, I just want to say that you're right about the self-love thing. It is so critical and so important. And those of us that don't take time for ourselves are doing ourselves a disservice and also the people around us.
Yes,
yep.
You are so right. Because if you're not filling your own cup, there's no way you're going to have anything to give to others.
Yeah.
You know?
So true.
We have to focus on our own happiness.
If I could do life over, and you shouldn't say, because everything's a learning experience, that would be the one thing that I didn't do, which I try to do as much as possible now. And it's just the time for yourself. It's just, we're so programmed to give to others, but we don't give to ourselves. So go to the website, QueenJordii'sGems.com. Spell that for us, Queen Jordie.
That's Queen, QueenJordii'sGems.com.
Yep. Collections are right there. Really cool stuff. You're not going to see it anywhere else because most of it is custom. And I look forward to talking to you again. I love your energy, Jordie.
Oh, thank you so much. You made my day.
Same here. And I wish you all the best. And lots to talk about next time we get together.
Yes. I'll talk to you next week. Same time.
You got it. All right, be well.
Thank you. Have a great day, everyone.
We'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the business